through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time, be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork, fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangsta hippies. Women like Nicky know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Wings of the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it.
Much appreciated, Coach. Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in Northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
Allen now on first down. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, hold.
Switch.
56.
Check it back.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before.
Watch tight end. 3 down. Save.
49. Check 49.
Check 52. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Allen maybe with a free play. Complete. It's Johnson. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Okay, ready? 49, guys. Mike, 40. Recon, 132 fighter. Alert 3. Snap.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Crunch.
2nd and 5. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Back to throw now on first down. And this is going to be incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check 43.
And that'll set them back 5.
Here we go. Set. 60-or.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set. Ready. 30 base.
Coming to you.
Set. Go.
Back to throw here. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Tight. Alpha. Let's go, T.
Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jake Ryan, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Check. Pilot, 64, snap.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 6-0 our score after 1.
Here we go. 50, plant. Topper. Hey, orbit. Shoot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Singletary to get the drive started. Room here to run. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Now a first down carry for Harris. He stiff arms him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Kill. Hey, 6-6, pull it high.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ready.
49. Mike's 49. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Big Griffin.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
60 Pittsburgh. 80 weapons. Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. He's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Set up. 8, read.
You got nothing to run.
You waste on travel. Hurry or fight.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
On the double.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
132.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now up to 14. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, Allen. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, alert. Watch the ship. Hey, middle. Check, 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 check. Go.
Allen will try again on second down. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Pass 85, pass 85.
Here we go, let's bring it. 52. Go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Go, go. Where's that? Gun.
To throw on third down. Allen. This is Johnson. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
31's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Gun.
Check, check.
Alert, alert, alert.
Slam, slam, slam.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
30. Come on. One set. Eyes up. One set. Check 26.
Stop. Regular.
Switch.
Monday.
Begin. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Go.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Watch the run. Tighten up.
Half.
Under crunch. He's alert. He's checking.
Allen again here on second and 10. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check 31. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Tight dog.
They run with Harris. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They run with Harris. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
On third down, Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
5 wide. Hey, Zoo.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. He's at the 50. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Down. 18 game.
49. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Alert flare.
22 jet bomber. Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 7, Foles being chased out left. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Foles. And And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
On play action, they'll throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Foles now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. A run here with Armstead. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Jones making his presence felt on the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Rip left, rip left.
Bravo. Now.
First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Hey, Delta.
51 to Mike. 51.
Yes.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Ain't no such thing as a look. Squeeze. Under 10. Hey, lock it. Get it.
Throwing on third and long. Barkley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Deferring to Armstead on the draw. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, D.
Here's Foles. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Under.
Now Foles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. It'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Check nickel. Wide, get wide. Switch.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Let's go, baby.
He got 29 yards that time. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 11 now. Barkley. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Rock it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 52.
Look at me. Door.
Alert 3. Watch out.
Hard.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Operating from the gun, Barkley. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of his shotgun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Hey, seam 6.
On 2nd and 12, Barkley. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Barkley. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Mike spoke bold. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
On 4th down, Barkley. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And a decent effort, but they'll mark him down about 3 yards shy of the first.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Down. 8, read.
And watch your leg.
Now.
On 1st down, Barkley. And the grab by Croft. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Croft, 71 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
2nd and 11. This is Jeff Swain, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Trying to pick it up with Armstead, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right in your playbook, 1 play drives.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Avery Jones able to... Dropping that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Go. Check 15. Shift. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the back?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Jones bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Going with Armstead, a 1st down carry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This is Armstead on the carry. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Receiver.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open is Swain, the tight end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Under.
Third down, it's Armstead. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in 3.